It's fair to say that I don't really make a lot of rules content on this channel in terms of playing Warhammer. Really, I get the fun out of just painting the models, kit bashing them, reading the lore. But I actually am excited to see what they do with 10th edition. This video is going to be split into two parts. The first part, we're going to briefly go over these potential worldy elites. Yes, I did a stream last night about it, and we spoke a little bit about it. So we're going to just re-go over that to, you know, maybe basically get your opinion, get some feedback. Do you think if it is real, if it isn't real? And the second part of the video is all going to be about 10th edition, because there's some rumors out there. I'm going to put some theory craft in there myself about potentially HeroHammer becoming the next big thing in Warhammer 40,000. So let's jump in and let's get talking. Now, as you can see in the background, we have the potential World E Elite. Now, firstly, let me just say, this could be fake. There's a lot of debate right now that it is fake. If it is fake, then it is a good fake. But let's just jump in. Let's just look at it, go over it. Some of the big things that stand out, of course, are some of the new options, or I should say some of the new units. So in the troop option, you have something called Jackals, 10 to 20 models. They're 7 points each. These are basically going to be the cultist type units, if this is true, just like the Zangors and the Poxwalkers that you get for Nurgle and Zinch. Now, the elites have something called 8-bound, and it's kind of funny because they're called 8-bound, and it's only between 3 to 6 models and not 8. You would think that this would be a 8 if it were called 8-bound, you know, 8 being the holy number of Khorne itself. Who bloody knows? Actually, the page number is 88. This is why some people don't believe this. This is why some people think that this is fake, and you know, it actually could be fake. If it is fake, again, it's convinced me that it's real, but you know, it's a really, really good fake. And the other big thing on here is Angron, which is costing you 360 points. Now, Gilliman is 300 points, if I'm not mistaken. Angron, 360, and I think Magnus is like 420. And Mortarion is like 450 or something like that. So, you know, if it is true, then Angron is the cheapest among all his demonic brothers so far. And potentially, again, we haven't seen the rules or anything like that, potentially Angron could be the most badass out of all the Primarchs that have been released so far. It's bloody Angron, for Emperor's sake, you know, his blood, rage, skulls, blood, everything like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see his rules. If this is true, again, if there's a lot of ifs in this part of the video, if this is true, then I have no idea how this got leaked out, how it's got out there. Surely, if this is out there and it is true, then there's going to be other pages that may be coming out that have potential, like, have different rules on there, lore, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, it's there. I'll include a link to where this is from. It was over on the Reddit, the World Eater Reddit. If you want to go check it out or stuff like that. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this bit of rules now, points and stuff. If it is real, do you like what you see? Do you think it's fake? Let me know, and we can have a nice little talk in the comment section. On to the 10th edition talk. But before we go down this rabbit hole, as we always do, as I always say, two things, okay? First things first, rumors. Rumors are rumors, okay? They are not facts. I have to say this every time because people go off and say, oh my God, Valrak said this and it's happening. It's not, right? Just because I say it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Rumors are just clearly what they are. The rumors. They could be made up, they could be real, they could be fake. We don't know. That's why we call them rumors. Secondly, right? I am not a professional tabletop player. I am a casual player. I'm what you call the casual player, all right? If you're French, I don't know. Is that how you say French? I don't play, like, in tournaments all the time. When I do play, I just, you know, go against my friend. It's more of a social experience. I throw dice. So the feedback that I'm going to be talking about is more from the casual standpoint. It's not going to be from the professional standpoint. So if you play tournaments, if you're playing it every single weekend, if you're a hardcore player, right, please don't judge me, right, for being this casual player, because I'm just Mr. Casual, okay? So this is my type of feedback. You don't have to agree. It's okay. That's life, right? You don't have to agree. So, right, 10th edition. There's a lot of talk about 10th edition. I know some people are going to say 10th edition already, Valrak. Yeah, this is the cycle now of Games Workshop. They put out a new edition every 3 to 4 years, just like what we had with 7th to 8th, 8th to 9th, now 9th to 10th. This is what's got to be happening. Again, you don't have to agree with that. I really would like the edition to last longer. I'll be honest with you. I really, really would. Put more lore out there, more models and stuff like that. But Games Workshop, they have this business thing, and that's what's going to be happening. Now, if it does come next year, again, rumours, these are all rumours, if it does come next year, that means two things right off the bat. The World Eater Codex and the Imperial Guard Codex could kind of be like shoved under the bed with less than like a year of playtime, because the rumor that I am hearing with 10th edition is that it's going to be reset. It's going to be a full reset like we got from 7th to 8th. Now, the big question, a part of that, is what is going to be reset? There's been a lot of talk about this, where we're going to be going in the future of Warhammer 40,000. Now, one of the things that I theorize, and again, this is just a personal theory for me, that we may be going down the HeroHammer type of road. Now, let me first say, I don't think I've ever played HeroHammer before. Some people are telling me that the last true HeroHammer was 2nd edition. When 2nd edition was out, I had the models. I had no idea even how to play the game. I was only a young squire back in the day. But with 10th edition, I'm theorizing that it potentially could be the next HeroHammer. For those of you who don't know what HeroHammer is, it emphasizes the heroes in your army. They are the main force, and your army's built around them. You could probably argue, well, isn't that just an 8th and 9th edition with, you know, your heroes being the main force? Yes and no. My problem with 8th edition and 9th edition is that the HQs that you had were basically just buffer units, which really sucked, because I wanted to get my HQs up the field and fight with them and get them into combat and take on all these armies. But what normally happened is that I just hid them behind a wall to give my tanks and my troops rerolls of ones and all that type of stuff. It was like keeping them back behind the battle. If you put them at the front, they just basically got shot off the board because everything was so powerful. So I'm thinking maybe we could be seeing something like that. One of the reasons why I think this is because of the box sets and everything that's been, everything that's been previewed so far, everything that's about to be previewed. If you've just seen the Christmas box sets, they are very, very hero orientated. Every Christmas box set has a hero from that said faction. Going forward, we're going to see even more stuff like this. Like I mentioned with the box set video the other day, we're apparently going to get more Space Marine box sets. They're going to have iconic heroes from the Space Marines inside of them. Not only Space Marine box sets, but Xeno box sets and Chaos box sets. They're all going to have a big hero character inside of them. And I'm thinking, is this the way that Games Workshop is going to introduce this, by slowly building HeroHammer up, by giving us heroes to collect, paint, and assemble? Now, on the rumor subject of 10th edition being reset, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that is the best possible route now to go with the new edition for Warhammer 40,000? Again, the rumors that I have heard is that it will be reset. You got to get, what are they called, indexes, if I'm not mistaken. Again, all rumors, please take it as rumors. And the big reset will be, you know, a big reset. But how? Like, how is it going to change? What changes are needed in Warhammer 40,000? From a casual standpoint, I'll tell you right now, the things that really got on my nerves with the amount of stratagems, I'd literally hate. I like stratagems, but I hate how many stratagems are in the game. There's just so many. I think they need to like trim stratagems down. Okay. As I've been playing the Horus Heresy, I really like reactions. I know reactions were an AOS thing, someone told me. Again, I've never played AOS, so that is another story for another time. But maybe they could bring something like that in 10th edition, maybe just mix it up a little bit. What I also hate is that sometimes in your shooting phase, that everything seems to die so fast in 40k. I know I'm harking back to 30k again. I'm sorry about that, but I've so much been enjoying 30k. But it seems in 30k, you actually have an armor at the end of a shooting phase, and you can actually get into combat and fight. And that's one of the best things I love about 40k. Yes, you have all these amazing supersized weapons and stuff like that, but it really goes down to a guy with a power sword, you know, a chain blade or something like that, a power fist even, you know, boom, 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 boom in your face. I love combat. I absolutely love combat because it's awesome. You can do challenges. Challenges is another thing I absolutely love. Where the hell are the challenges in 40k? This is what he's supposed to be, right? You know, your squad is about to be routed, but all of a sudden, your sergeant, your hero says, no, I want to challenge your leader, and it could completely flip the outcome of the battle. It could be absolutely bloody amazing. So hopefully we get something like challenges back, and you know, all the cool stuff. It's more narrative stuff I'm on about. But again, when that comes to the professional players, you tournament players, you're probably looking at this, you're probably sneering right now, saying, this absolute bastard. And you know, you probably be right, because I don't play tournaments at all. Tournaments from my casual type of play type are completely different. This is why I've always said, right, and I know I always go on about Games Workshop doing too many books. Why don't they do a tournament book with all the rules in there and stuff like that, and just a normal book for the rest of people? That way, you know, when you start breaking units, which you always do, right, you always break the units, we, the players at the bottom of the pyramid, don't suffer from your broken units, because we only like to play with one of them, and you guys like to spam as many as you can, and then we're the ones who are affected, because once GW fixes it, you jump to the next armor, and we're stood here like, yo, what the hell? Right, that's enough waffling from me, as always. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback on this, as I always asked. Do you believe that 10th edition is being reset? Would you welcome a reset? If it was to be reset, what would you like to be added in there? Changes, etc, etc, etc. Post it all down below, as you always do, and we can have a nice little chin wag down there. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.